And hello there, my viewer. Good evening. Thank you for joining us here at Science TV 4 p.m. Roundup, where we get to bring you the news that have been making headlines throughout the week. Thank you for joining us, and I hope you are ready to stay tuned. On to the news update. The Health Cabinet Secretary Aden Duale has suspended 40 hospitals from the Social Health Authority program for allegedly engaging in fraudulent activities. He said that the facility must comply with the set rules and regulations, adding that the suspension takes effect immediately. This is the investigation. During the investigation period, they will not receive SHA benefits and will be surcharged for the money lost. Duale revealed that several health professions, including 8 doctors in Nairobi, Bungoma, and Kilifi, have been implicated. He cited that common fraud schemes such as converting outpatient cases into inpatient patients, multiplying billing, and ghost patients. In the case of Mandera County, 4 facilities filed claims for the same patient admitted to only 1 hospital. The CA has announced that the names of the suspected hospitals will be published in the Gazette notice after the DCI investigations, and he added that the ministry has handed over the hospitals to 12 implicated health officials to the DCI directly, regulatory bodies to revoke their licenses. The former President Rigathi Gachagua has urged President William Ruto to address the growing government concerns raised both locally and internationally. And while on an official tour of the United States, Gachagua cited human rights abuse flagged by the U.S. government and warned that ignoring such issues could erode public trust and damage Kenya's global standing. He accused the president of misrepresenting legitimate concerns raised by youths and lawmakers by dismissing them as reactions to Kenya's growing trade ties with China. Gachagua emphasized that the issue being raised are about governance, transparency, and accountability, and not foreign policy choices. The former DP further challenged the Kenya Kwanza administration to openly address accusations regarding its alleged association with designated terror groups. He maintained that the government must come clean and respond transparently to restore public confidence.
Your decision to suspend vetting of foreigners before they are given registration in Kenya is a threat to world security. And not just the Americans are concerned, Kenyans are concerned too. And this you must answer. You cannot endanger the security of the world because of your business interest. The Americans also want to know why, against the Kenya Constitution, you have become the worst violator of human rights in Kenya. Why are you abducting young children? Don't hide behind China. The issues you need to confront are well known to you.
From that news update, we have President William Ruto has reiterated his commitment to improving the business environment in Kenya, promising urgent amendment to business laws to enhance the cases of doing business. Speaking during the high-level roundtable co-hosted by a private sector and the Ministry of Trade, Investment and Industry, the president emphasized the government's readiness to support sustainable enterprise growth. He also urged the private sector to avoid making numerous requests that benefit individual companies at the expense of national economic priorities, calling for collective proposals that drive inclusive development. And away from that news update, we have the government has launched a 200 billion shilling health sector initiative aimed at equipping selected facilities across all the 47 counties with modern medical equipments. The 7-year plan replaces the previous medical equipment scheme and is structured so that payment will only be made for services actually delivered. While flagging off the equipment, President William Ruto emphasized the government's commitment to strengthening health delivery, and he noted that the new model ensures that the value for money and accountability, reducing risk of the financial mismanagement in the sector. President William Ruto also issued a stern warning to rogue health workers and institutions defrauding the Social Health Authority, and he stated that those found guilty risk facing prosecution and permanent revocation of their licenses.
This project is a 7-year strategic initiative aimed at upgrading and modernizing medical equipment at both national and county healthcare facilities. It will ensure that hospitals across Kenya are equipped with cutting-edge diagnostics and treatment technologies.
And we are not only upgrading the healthcare infrastructure, but we are transforming how medical equipment is procured, is utilized, and is managed across our country.
Now it is the responsibility of the manufacturer and the vendor to make sure that the equipment is installed, the equipment is working, and we only pay for the service. I also applaud the 45 counties that have already signed the Intergovernmental Participatory Agreement. There are facilities that we have no option but to shut down because they are a theater of theft. There are health professionals that we will not only cancel their licenses, but we will prosecute them for what they are doing.
And away from that news update, the IEBC chairman Edung Ethikon has assured Kenyans that the 2027 general elections will be free, open and fair amidst growing concerns and rumors that the same politicians are alleging a plan by the Kenya Kwanza administration to rig the elections. He was speaking during the breakfast meeting with media stakeholders on Wednesday, and Ethikon reiterated that the Electoral Commission remains independent and committed to uphold its constitutional rights. He further cautioned political leaders against engaging in early campaigns, urging all the stakeholders to respect electoral timelines and promote national stability. And away from that news update, a confrontation between two police officers in Kitengela, Kajiado County, allegedly over the same woman, has left one of them dead. The police constable, Manasseh Idhiru, attached to Kitengela police station, reportedly fell from the 4th floor of Joffrey Flats along Deliverance Road, that is 3 kilometers from the station. According to the police report, Idhiru had gone to visit his girlfriend, who's 27 years old, Irene Wavinya Nzioka, at her apartment when Sergeant Abubakar Said of CIPU APZ camp at the river arrived unannounced. A heated altercation broke out, during which Sergeant Said allegedly overpowered the junior officer and threw him off the balcony. The constable died on the spot from multiple injuries, including severe trauma to the head. The detectives from the DCI and the CSI unit proceeded to the scene before moving the body to Shalom Hospital mortuary for a post-mortem. The police have already started the investigations into the matter. We've come to the end of the news update. Thank you for joining us here at Science TV News Roundup. We really appreciate your support. And we hope, I have been your host, Elvis Odhiambo, and my sign language interpreter, Esther Kendi. I hope you enjoy the rest of the shows.